Eva Mota's heir, Wessels Mota, assumed the title of chief in 1942 and continued to lead the resistance. When the second cull was ordered, the Basotho began to doubt the intention of the government. Some started pondering why the Batlokoa regent, Eva Mota, refused to let her cattle be culled in 1939 and began to follow her example. During the 1946 cull, Kamohelo Howell Mopidi, Morpidinyani, and 3 other men deliberately ignored the order and vehemently refused to produce their cattle for culling. Just as Regent Eva Mota, Morpidinyani and these other men were convicted for refusing to produce their livestock for culling. They subsequently appealed the case and won it. The final outcome of the case set the precedence for people to disobey culling orders. The stance taken by those 4 men and their subsequent victory encouraged more Basotho to defy the culling orders. The Basotho began questioning the validity of the culling law after this case. This was the start of a serious confrontation between them and the government, and the only response they could provide was that trust was the law and they had to obey it. This attempt to cull cattle was a total failure and had to be abandoned as a result of both passive and active resistance. Apart from the group that openly defied the order, very few people submitted their animals to be culled. 10 people who were ringleaders were identified as having refused to bring their cattle to be culled, and they were prosecuted and convicted. They also appealed their case and the conviction was set aside. A further 32 people were summoned for obstructing the officials in the performance of their duties, and their charges were subsequently withdrawn because of a measure of doubt regarding the meaning of the trust. Once again, the failure to deal decisively with the complaints fueled the intensity of the resistance to the culling. This failure also rendered the proclamation useless as the department could not enforce it.